Now, here's how tricky it is in church, okay? The longer you've come to church, the more Bible information you have stuffed into your brain, and the better that you have behaved, the more likely you are to become a modern day Pharisee. You know, a few years ago, about 6 years ago, we kind of marched verse by verse through the Gospel of Matthew. How many of you remember doing that? Do you remember going through the Gospel of Matthew? Anybody here during that time? There was, and it only took me 74 sermons to get through the Gospel of Matthew, okay? And you're wondering, how long are we going to take to get through Luke? Because it's longer. Yeah, just keep coming. We're going to be fine. But I remember during that time, you know, the Pharisees show up in Matthew too, and I taught you to do something every time we encountered the Pharisees in the story. Do you remember? Everybody make the sound I taught you to make when we encountered the Pharisees on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Boo. Oh, I taught you to boo the Pharisees. Yeah, that was a bad plan. You know why? Here's how subtle the temptation is to become a Pharisee. We read the scripture and we look down on people and we boo them. Boo, boo, Donnie, you're a Pharisee and we don't like Pharisees. Boo. And what's the problem with that? I'm acting like a Pharisee, for crying out loud. Do you see how subtle this is? And so we're not going to boo the Pharisees when we walk through the Gospel of Luke. The only Pharisee that is going to get booed is the Pharisee that lives inside of me. Because inside every heart in this room, there is a little Pharisee thinking, I'm righteous. I'm not a sinner. I don't need a physician. But I sure know a lot of people who do.